it wasn't progressives in the, in the progressives in the 20th century. It wasn't progressives asking nicely of the Democrats or Republicans that got children out of the coal mines. It wasn't progressives asking nicely that won the 40-hour work week or women's suffrage or abolition or Social Security. All of these major policies, all of these major progressive advances and landmark achievements in our own history in the United States have a major third party behind them. Even the New Deal, Franklin Roosevelt's New Deal had Norman Thomas, the socialist candidate, pushing him to do it. And so as we reflect upon, the state of our movement, I think the big missing ingredient is that we lack the leverage that those movements that achieved child working laws, ban labor conditions and Social Security and the 40-hour work week. What we're missing is the leverage of a major third party. We're missing a major external force that makes it so that when we say, you have to reform, as we've been saying for the past year, and more, decades actually, that there is an or else to that, Right. You have to reform or else we're going to do something else. It's not just, you have to reform or we're going to start another petition that, asks you to reform again. We're going to respond to you ignored. And there's a lot of progressives out there who are still saying, the Democratic Party has ignored all of our suggestions for reform for the past year. That's outrageous. Here's a new list of suggestions for reform. Like, come on. At what point do we say enough is enough? Like you either reform, which you haven't. At what point do we place that in past tense, Jimmy, and say you did not reform, and now it's not you that needs to learn your lesson. It's us. We need to learn our lesson. Fool us once, that's on you. Fool us 10,000 times, new party.
New party. Okay. All right. Nick, I'm riled up for it. I'm willing to work for it, do what I can. I think a lot of people are ready for it. Well, you said Gallup just figured out 61% of Americans wanted third party.